Guys, so welcome back to the channel, and if you're new to the channel, please hit that sub button, please hit that like button, and comment below if you wish. So before I get explaining to you guys about my life before 22Q, I wanted to say that yes, I did have a video before explaining life before 22Q, but at first I didn't explain exactly perfectly what 22Q is, so I'm gonna link that below, that video explaining exactly perfectly what 22Q is. Like I said, I have issues explaining myself, so there you have it. I'm gonna link it below. Today is Sunday, and not much going on, just still recovering from the last week, and I've been sleeping it off. I've still had anxiety attacks, but not as bad. So I'm trying to control it with essential oils, and it's helping me a lot. And yeah, I'm just getting like a lot of stomach pains right now. I don't know what it was. And shortness of breath that goes along with the stomach pain. So I know it's something that I ate. Speaking of something that we ate, we are turning into a candy factory here, because Sarah just made a lot of good things. Look, she just made a vanilla. Look, she just made vanilla cookies, and she also made marshmallows. Look. Right there. They're not ready yet, but they will be ready. Amazing. It's no chemicals added, nothing, like no corn added, no soy, no dairy, no gluten, nothing. Like it's perfect for us, and I don't know how she did it, but she didn't tell me, but she said there's ways of doing it, and she did it. But yeah, I can't wait to have these cookies, and yeah, so the boys have still been kind of moody, and yeah, they're still recovering, I guess. It's if you want to check out what happened to us this week and why we're still recovering from whatever we had, well, go check out the video from the other day. I'll link it below, and please watch it, and comment if you've had your experiences like that and how you dealt with it. So but yeah, to sum it up, we had the stomach bug, but yeah, I'll link it below. It was just a very dramatic week for us. So yeah. So life before knowing I had 22Q was a different one. And by different, I mean a good one. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed my life. So when I was 1 month old, I was diagnosed with club feet, and I was operated on one foot but not the other. Don't ask me why, because I wouldn't know, but that's all the info I know. In school, I was put on in a special class for learning, and I was it helped me a lot. But I wish they would have diagnosed me with something more than just a learning disability. That's what they called me. They called it. Growing up, even until high school, they just said you have trouble understanding and explaining yourself and concentrating and forgetting, and that was it. And usually people who have those symptoms have ADD or ADHD, and I think I was one of those kids. I wish they would have said something more. And they just told me, when you see yourself, like when others see you, that they don't really see that you have a learning disability, that it's like invisible. That's what they told me. Like I I wish I would have known, because I would have known how to deal with it a lot better. And I think I would have had a better life in high school and everything. So, like, but I would say my grade 4 and 5 class was the best class I ever had. The teacher was amazing, and like those were the best memories. I would say, and it also, like, growing up, I was very musical and into music, and I learned to love music when I was like very little, like 4 or 5 years old. My favorite band at that time was the Beatles, and I learned to love all their songs, and like it was on repeat. So I also started taking piano lessons, and then I started taking drum lessons in high school. I love playing drums. I still have the drum set back at my parents' house in Toronto, but I can't bring it here. I really miss playing drums. But yeah, I loved it, and then I was in high school. I was always in the music departments. Like, I was always playing trombone, and I wasn't very good at it, but I still enjoyed trying and doing the best I could, and nothing stopped me from enjoying myself. And that's what's important for you to know, that don't let anything stop you, even though you know you have something. Like, if know that you're different than others, don't let it stop you, because you know what? Like, for me growing up, I took the quote from Back to the Future: if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. And I always stuck through that, and I drove myself to the max. And then afterwards, at the end of high school, I learned to love photography, and that's when I took more lessons on photography throughout my life, and now I have my own business. It's a very small business, but it's a business, and this year has been the best year for my business. So after I started loving photography, I was into, like, wanting to be in TV, and that brought my confidence up. And so I took a broadcasting course to help me with my speech and see if it could get me anywhere. Like, I was doing background stuff for TV, so I was always active in that, and I wanted to learn more. Like, I did so much, and I'm so happy to have said that I was standing right next to Randy Jackson in one TV show. So I met him, I shook his hand, talked to him, and everything. So it was casual, and it wasn't even like a fan meetup or anything. So and I during that time, I took that broadcasting course. It helped me get out of my shell, be more outgoing. You know, like, one guy told me that he saw me at a background thing. He took the same course, and he said, "Whoa, when I first saw you at the broadcasting course, you were such a different kid. You were such a shy kid, and look at you now. Like, your personality is standing out," and that brought me a smile to my face. And I also learned how to use the video camera and editing everything on my own. So that goes again, that don't let anything stop you from learning something new, even if it's hard. Like, I learned how to cook on top with everything going on with my family, and I never knew I would be able to learn how to cook. So that's an example right there. Just because you think you can't doesn't mean you can't. Uh, um, I hope that made sense. Anyway, so I had times where I was depressed, and it music helped me through that time. And I would say my favorite band besides the Beatles is Hanson, and they're a very positive influence on my life. And a lot of people would make fun of me growing up because I liked Hanson, but that didn't stop me from liking them. Just because they looked like girls back in the 90s with the long hair and everything, and then they said they sounded like girls too, but I didn't care. It's music and it makes me happy, and that's all I cared about. And if I didn't um, like them at the beginning, I don't think I would be who I am and where I am today, because their music really helped me through a lot of rough times in my life, like sad times, happy times, anytime. And I met my wife through their music, which I'm very thankful for. So you see, uh, that's where I was most inspired with throughout my life with music and everything. And another thing I wanted to point out, that like when I was 18 years old, I started to get joint pains and everything, and doctors wouldn't tell me exactly like what I have. And like they said, oh, it's just gonna go away on its own, don't worry, it's just a force of habit. And it never went away. As much as I tried, it never went away, the pain. And it's just so hard. Like I just wish I knew about 22q. Honestly, I'm not ashamed of knowing I have 22q. I'm happy that I learned that I have 22q, and it helps me figure out myself. And that's why I'm telling you guys that don't be afraid of new things, and even if it's challenging things, just be happy for who you are, and like what life brings you, because there's worse things in life. And like I've been having anxiety attacks this weekend, but I didn't let it control me. Like I tried my best to control my emotions, and I know that it's hard to control anxiety when it's at its peak, but it's something that you have to learn. And you see, like, I still have a bit of anxiety right now. I'm having shortness of breath at the moment. I've been having some stomach pain, just constipation. So when I have the constipation, I get like shortness of breath, and like when my stomach's trying to digest, and then I get like really anxious, and it's very hard. So I have to learn new things in life, and I've been trying to cope with anxiety all year round, and I can't take medication because there's nothing I can take that's free of gluten, soy, corn, dairy, dyes, and like it's very difficult, and people don't understand it. I want to educate you guys that that you could do stuff that could make you happy. And if you think you can't do something, just think otherwise. I may be repeating myself. Excuse me for that. But that's all I have to say for now. And I guess that's the way to end the video. Thank you for watching this video. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that like button and the sub button. And don't take no for an answer. If somebody says no, just keep going at it, and you'll be successful. Trust me, you'll be successful. And I learned the hard way. And look, I even opened up my YouTube channel on top of that. So 3 kids plus YouTube channel and so many other issues. It's yep. So and I'm also one of the best workers in my department at work. I'm a dishwasher. So, and dishwashing is a lot of hard work, and you have to be very organized. And I've learned to be organized in my work too. And sometimes without me, they can't. It's not doable. So, like, I try to be the best who I am, and I don't let anybody stop me. So, on that note, I am gonna finish. So thank you for watching, and keep watching. Alright, see you later, alligator.